Hello, BC Broad Concept, another episode. Today we're gonna have a look at planes, ILS approach, and diamonds. What those have to do with one another? Stay tuned and have a look. So we are in Poland, airport Lubinek. We are at the beginning of the runway. Few initial setups, lights, flaps, everything that basically need to be set and checked. And we gonna have a start off in a second.
Flaps 3.
And while we are
Flaps
waiting
2,
for that,
spoilers armed.
basically today what we're gonna do is a ILS approach, so landing according to the instruments. We're gonna take off, just do a nice little 180 degree turn, and I'm gonna show you how to do it in Airbus 380. With all the buttons that you need to press and also frequencies that you get to set. So we are starting to gain some speed. The engines, the thrusters are set to full for the time being. Everything is looking good so far. Okay, nose up, and we have a takeoff. Okay, we are back, we are airborne. We can now have a look at the map and start to select the frequencies for our ILS approach. So find the airport, find the runway that you want to land on, and also the triangle that is assigned to it. Click, and you can straight away either tune the frequencies straight onto your airplane, or obviously you can set it manually as a nav 1, nav 2. Here I am also using autopilot, so I'm using the heading knob just to make that 180 degree U-turn back to the airport. And on the FE's display we have our little diamond showing up, showing us where the localizer is placed. We can see LED from ILS button turn on. Unfortunately, my hand is covering at the moment ILS sign on the LCD display. As we are approaching a localizer signal, we can now press the localizer button that will enable autopilot to follow localizer signal. And also on the FE's panel, the status had changed from the heading to localizer. As we are approaching the runway, it is also now a good time to adjust your speed, to adjust your flaps, your spoiler settings, your auto brake settings, release the gear, and also make any necessary other adjustments if you haven't done so. In my case, everything seems to be okay, so I'm just waiting for the glide slope diamond to appear so I can start the outland procedure. The glide slope diamond on the right is lining up with the horizon, so I can press approach button now. On the FE's panel, the indication had changed from altitude to glide slope as well. At that point, you can make any further adjustments in terms of your speed, flaps settings, spoiler settings, auto brake settings, and any other as required.
Speed check. Flaps full.
My settings seems to be okay. The only thing that I have changed at the moment is the flap settings, which are now full. We have the runway in sight, and the plane seems to be following the localizer signal and the glide slope as intended.
1,000.
We have passed just 1,000 feet and descending.
$500.
500 feet, and on the FE's indicator, glide slope and localizer will change to land
Land
setting.
green, check.
$300.
We have heard land green check and also passed 300 feet.
Minimum. $100.
100 feet,
50.
autopilot off, auto throttle off, controlling the plane manually, thrust lever to idle, and preparing for reverse thrusters. Now engaging the reverse thrusters. We are slowing down. So for today, that's it. That is pretty much how the ILS approach looks like. Obviously, disclaimer, I'm not a pilot. I do not have a pilot license. So obviously, maybe I have made some mistake in the entire procedure, but pretty much for flight sim purposes, that is how you do your lands. If you like the video, hit the subscribe button, hit the like, leave a comment, and see you on next video. Enjoy!